Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Sports Extra. I'm your host Ahmad Nawaz with the latest roundup of sports today. Let's take a look at what we're discussing. We start off with cricket in our first segment, and there's a lot to talk about as far as the cycle of the World Test Championship is concerned. So we're going to be talking about that in detail as well, because obviously we talk about Pakistan's share of matches. Last year we talked about us playing 14 matches. This time once again around we've got 13 matches to play. But I think this time the scenario looks very, very comfortable for Pakistan. You're playing again 2 to 3 series at your own home soil, so you've got a complete opportunity amongst these 13 matches to make it to the final of the World Test Championship. And if Pakistan doesn't take this opportunity, I'm going to be very, very disappointed. So we discussed that in detail in the first segment. Second segment, we move on to hockey, where Pakistan have suffered a disappointing loss against New Zealand in their final group encounter of the FIH Nations League. I'll be very, very honest, I'm disappointed. They were leading at the start and this game really mattered for Pakistan's qualification scenarios. Now Pakistan's qualification into the semis rests on other scenarios, which is a plus and minus, which happens with us every time. So we'll be talking about this in detail as well. Time now to introduce the guest. First of all, in studios joining us is a commentator, broadcaster, presenter on the international level. He's also our sports expert and fellow anchor Asif Ahmad. Assalamu alaikum, how are you?
Walaikum assalam, Ahmad. I'm very well, thank you very much, and a very happy birthday to you.
Thank you very much, Asif Saab. That means a lot. Thank you very much for the wish. Also joining us is sports expert and fellow anchor on various platforms, Syed Assalamu alaikum, how are you?
First of all, thank you for being as a coach and as a good, I would say, mentor for me. Learned a lot from you. I mean, happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
Wish you happiest year for this.
Thank you very much. I thought the only mentor and coach you had was Aqib Javed, but now you're telling me that I'm obliged, I'm honored. And also joining us is senior sports journalist Abdul Jabbar Faisal. Saba, assalamu alaikum, sir. How are you?
Walaikum assalam. I am fine. Have a nice day, everyone.
Thank you very much. Right, we've got a short break we go to. When we come back, we discuss things in detail, and I'll give you a very special prospect of what today means as well. Welcome back. Now, of course, like I said before the break, that today marks a very special moment in Pakistan cricket's history. It was on this day that Pakistan achieved a remarkable feat in the world of cricket. Let's take a look at this report and then we come back.
In the rich history of Pakistan cricket, June 18, 2017 marked a monumental moment that would forever be etched in the hearts of cricket fans. On this day, Pakistan, under the leadership of Sarfaraz Ahmad, won their first ever ICC Champions Trophy by defeating arch rivals India in a thrilling final at Oval. The victory was a stunning turnaround as Pakistan had entered the tournament as the lowest ranked team, but their remarkable performance saw them lift the title. Zaman's amazing maiden century helped Pakistan set a strong total, and Mohammad Amir's brilliant bowling destroyed India's top order. With a great team effort, Pakistan bowled out India for just 158 runs, securing a dominant win. PTV World also made this victory more special by broadcasting a special Champions Trophy transmission, bringing the excitement of fans all over the country. This victory ended a long wait for an ICC title and was a fitting tribute to the unpredictable and thrilling nature of Pakistan cricket.
And there you have it. Saba Shafique in this report tells us the monumental day of 18th June 2017 when Pakistan beat India in the final of the ICC Champions Trophy. Asif Ahmad, do you remember that moment? What was going through your mind in that final?
Well, when we talk about the ICC events, Pakistan never beaten India, but that was the first time that Pakistan have beaten an ICC win in a mega event, and in the final game, Sarfaraz was leading. I do remember that. I was a small kid on that time, to be honest, because I'm under 19 still, and we were celebrating your birthday. Well, that was the happiest day in our life when you're beating India in England in the final of the ICC win. And here on that day, we got to know that Pakistan was a brilliant team on that time. How we forget about the century of Fakhr Zaman, how we forget about 50 from Azhar Ali, and then in the later down, Babar Azam scored 46. Then
And
Mohammad
the
Ahmed.
drop catch and then the catch again, you know. So
Whenever you talk about drop catch, I used to remember one legend player sitting with us in the studio. No, happiest day for Pakistan cricket. Sarfraz uplift the trophy, and that was really, really important because right after 1992 and 2009, Pakistan was looking to get a victory in ICC when I think that Pakistan have won, and still we do remember that time. And Sarfraz wearing white coat with the 11 members, with the squad, Azhar Ali, Mohammad Hafiz, Mohammad Amir bowled a very stunning spell, and he has taken some important wickets like Virat Kohli. So Pakistan on that day, they have beaten India, and once again in the history, we told everybody, yes, if you're united, you could do something special. So hats off to the Sarfraz 11.
Sarfraz 11, I'm glad you say it, but that you have to agree, Asif, a fantastic captain for Pakistan.
Yeah. Well, Ahmad, without any doubt, Sarfraz, he was leading so good when we talk about the bilateral series. But only problem was that was his performances. His performances was going down day by day. Sarfraz wasn't up to the mark behind the stumps. He wasn't good with the bat, and then Pakistan lost ODI World Cup in 2019 in England, and Sarfraz came back to the Pakistan Cricket Board told him, you're with us, you're in our plans, don't go anywhere. But unluckily, Pakistan lost against Sri Lanka 3-0 in Lahore in Gaddafi Stadium, and then Pakistan Cricket Board has taken a decision. Though some of the people, they do not agree with that decision, but I think that Sarfraz Ahmad should have taken that decision by himself, and he could have told to the Pakistan Cricket Board, I'm no more skipper, I will play as a captain. So that was a mistake from Sarfraz.
Yes, Syed Mohammad Awais, your thoughts on that historic day for Pakistan?
Your thoughts on Fakhar Zaman's drop catch?
No, I remember that was a famous catch. Remember in India there was that don't cross the signals. So, but I was in UK at that time. I remember because I was there for one of the league cricket over there under 19. Because at the age of 18, I remember the semi-final specifically when Pakistan, even the T20 World Cup. I remember that all scenario going on. Pakistan, I remember the streets were flooded. If you just talk about the Trent Bridge, one of the semi-finals, I would say Trent Bridge to the place where I was living, it was around 25 minutes or 30 minutes by walk. Believe me, Ahmed bhai, it took around 2 to 3 hours to walk on. That much street crowd was there. I mean, everyone was haunting for Pakistan, the way Pakistan performed in that Champions Trophy. Remember in the initial start of the Champions Trophy, no one was even saying that Pakistan will be able to win the Champions Trophy, but later on how the team gelled up and the way batting order specifically, I would say that brought some limelight into the Pakistan Championship. One thing about Sarfraz Ahmed, even Asif bhai mentioned on, because like I was discussing with you on the other platform, Sarfraz debuted in front of me in Dubai when we played against Australia. So he debuted over there, and if I'm not wrong, the coach was Aqib Javed or Ijaz Ahmed that time for Pakistan team, and he had that guts, like he could be one of the greats for Pakistan in the upcoming year. But the issue for me again was that to get him drop off the Pakistan team was not his captaincy, it was his non-consistent performer as a batsman. What was required at that time from the Pakistan team, lead from the front as a skipper in the batting order, what I felt. And rightly pointed by Asif bhai, if there was some issues, Sarfraz Ahmed could, because if you just compare the other teams who actually win on a higher note, they do one thing, they basically, the players specifically individually, always say thank you on a higher note. I mean, that was the right time where he could have focused more on his batting as compared to captaincy, because that flow which continued from the Champions Trophy after that was literally miserable.
But I would have my reservations, but you know why our former cricketers are so mature in praising Mahendra Singh Dhoni for being a selfless captain, batting at 7 and 8, sometimes not batting at all. But when Sarfaraz did the same, they started criticizing him of not performing well and hiding behind his players. So you know, some of our former Test cricketers have been very, very ruthless in this regard against Sarfaraz.
I'll share you one thing, Ahmed bhai. I remember, I can't quote his name. He has been integral part of the Pakistan, still integral part of the Pakistan management structure, I would say. He quoted me once when we were doing the level 2, and he said that when Sarfraz, if you remember in the Australia World Cup, when he was sent as an opener for Pakistan, before one night, Sarfraz Ahmed was quite disturbed. And speaking to him, he said, "Kya hua?" And he said, "Ke mujhe bakra banaya ja raha hai." That was his word. And he said that, "Why are you saying that? They are actually sending you. Give you 100%. If anything happens, everyone knows that it was the management decision. And if it turns positive for you, it's going to make an
I
impact.
think
If you remember,
I think he would have been sacked before. It was a miracle he won the Champions Trophy, which they didn't expect. But obviously, I think then again, if you're winning 11 consecutive T20 international series, speaks a lot about your captaincy. But like I said, some of our former cricketers, with all due respect, just can't imagine anyone being, bigger than them as far as history is concerned. So I mean, ego problems still exist in Pakistan cricket, and they'll always be there. But Jabbar, Faisal Saab, what do you remember of that day, and what was the precedent of the world? How did the narrative change of Pakistan cricket after that?
On that final, I was in America, but I saw full match whole day. That is very important thing. The skipper Sarfraz fought from the front in the whole tournament. In the final, his body language was excellent, and Pakistan did well and broke the jinx that Pakistan never defeated India in the ICC tournaments. After all, we defeated in the final, and we got a great achievement in the history of the cricket. And this is very unfortunate, one aspect. We can't bear defeat. We can't see the team going down. When you enter the ground, you can win, you can lose, both aspects are there. But even 2019 World Cup, I was there, and Pakistan team played one match against West Indies, was not good enough, performance very bad. But the rest of the matches, Pakistan team played very well and almost qualified for the semi-final. But due to average and due to the different rules of ICC and the sports organization, did the damage Pakistan. Earlier it was decision which team will win in the pool match, that will enter in the semi-final. But on that time that was different. But I think Sarfraz played very good cricket. Is a very good fighting captain. Someone saying like Moeen Khan was wicket keeper, his performance was ups and downs, but he was good fighter. That's like Sarfraz was also a fighting captain. The final was remarkable, and we will enjoy in the future too this D-Day of Pakistan.
Absolutely, D-Day, absolutely. I think rightly put as well. But now, of course, we shift your focus to the next cycle of the World Test Championship as well, but right after a short break. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Sports Extra, and now of course we discuss the new cycle of the World Test Championship, where the number of matches for each test nation have been announced as well. So we obviously go through them, and Pakistan once again in this cycle is playing 13 matches. So I did talk about this last night as well, and I was talking to someone where we did mention that the share of matches, and there's a lot of criticism going on at the moment, but the fact still remains that Pakistan's schedule is very, very particular. So they start off with a home series of 2 test matches against South Africa, then they play Bangladesh away, West Indies away, England of course away, and then 2 home series against Sri Lanka and against another side, obviously New Zealand, 2 test matches against New Zealand at home. So you've got 3 home series and 3 away series. So Asif Ahmad, looking at this schedule, I understand number of matches is still 13, but for me as a fan of test cricket, this looks like a golden opportunity to qualify for the final.
Well, Ahmad, first of all, I'm not looking towards that either will be playing final or not. The important thing is that once again, we will not play against India, will not play against Australia, 2 important teams. Now, what does it mean that you're bringing 2 match series where the rest of the India and Australia, when they will play bilateral series, they used to play 3-5 test matches, especially Border Gavaskar Trophy, and that's including in the World Test Championship. Then when we talk about that India playing in England 4 test matches, 5 test matches. Why not Pakistan? Why we will be play only 2 test matches against Bangladesh, against against West Indies? Only one team, that is England, that is our away series, and Pakistan will play 3 test matches after the West Indies tour in England. It means that Pakistan Cricket Board still not understanding the importance of test cricket, and that I think that after playing 13 games, the way South Africa have won all of the games, and Timber Bavuma even led in the final, and they won the final of the World Test Championship. I think you're looking towards that miracle. I don't think so it could happen with the Pakistan, because Pakistan won't be playing enough test cricket, only 13 games in 2 years. It reflects that ICC is not taking serious Pakistan in test cricket.
Well, are we taking our test cricket seriously? That's the question right now.
Well, it's not the problem who we are. It's the problem that we are the part of ICC. We are a test playing nation,
Jabbar
and we have a legacy.
You remember Jabbar Saab the other day did say that the ICC has failed as a governing body. So they've not mandated those. Jabbar Saab, this is very particular that Asif raises this question, that our 13 matches, and then when you compare, some people are still claiming big 3 are still the big 3 at the moment.
I think we play the ICC Chess Championship at home or away. First of all, we should concentrate on our team to form a good team for this event. Although this is a good chance for Pakistan to move on the top of the points table, but you have to take step and make a you can say plan to reach on the top. You can't go with the different experiences or something else. You know, South Africa, West Indies, even Bangladesh, we lost the series against these teams previously at home and away too. This is very unfortunate for us. Our previous record is not so good or impressive, but we will have to make a good test team. We are still searching a good captain, and lot of want to make changes in the team. For this purpose, we have to take concrete steps to form a good team to achieve our target to reach on the top of the table.
But even for the Jabbar Saab, the home series as well, I'm more worried about the home series. Last time we played England at home, Bangladesh at home, and even Australia at home, we lost all those series. So I think that is the bigger question for Pakistan.
Actually, we were our planning was to utilize spin bowlers. When Numan Ali and Syed, they are experienced and old too. But Bangladesh had also good spinner. Mehdi was good spinner. West Indies team had a good spinner in their team, and they defeated Pakistan in the second test match. They are countering our team according to our planning, but we don't have planning to counter the other team in the test matches. We should make a planning to overcome the opposite.
Absolutely. We should say, Mohammad Awais, your thoughts now. Pakistan playing 13 matches with 3 home series and 3 of them away.
Ahmad bhai, I would agree with Asif bhai, because if you just see the Pakistan test cycle, it's not that much as compared to many of the cricketing nations, I would say. Even if it's I would say it's a cruel mistake of the people who sit to decide the fixtures of international cricket. I mean, because wherever you see Pakistan, unfortunately, I know it's after the performances, I know everything has been not good against us, but still you don't see Pakistan on the test match. You need to have more test cricket for you, because when you go to the domestic cricket, what you were speaking on, even Pakistan needs to make it clear what plan we have for the test cricket, because when you talk about the domestic cricket, same year you make some dry pitches, no grass on it, I mean turning tracks where spinners dominate, and that same year, if I talk about the domestic structure, you make a green top wicket where your medium paces are performing. So that needs to be clarified, what Pakistan plans are and what your team plan would be for the test cricket, because I personally, even we want, after Miss Pollock, when Pakistan was ranked as #1 team in the test cricket, I mean Pakistan want to dominate in test cricket. We have produced some brilliant players in the past for test cricket, I would say, who dominated around the world, but unfortunately I know league cricket, more T20 has kept our players more away. You have got some players in the domestic structure who can be brilliantly groomed for the test cricket, but again on the other platform, what we were discussing, it's a role of the head coach, how authorized he is, and secondly the clarification in the domestic structure. The coaches sitting over there, they need to be transparent with the head coach. They need to work on the test side too. I mean, they need to have clarity, because it's unfortunate whoever comes as a head coach of Pakistan, the biggest problem what we face even in cricket, even in other sports, is that you don't have clarification down what's going on in beneath cricket. I mean, what's going on in beneath other sports. You need to have that clarification. It would be a great, I personally want that your test cricket should be totally different, as team should be totally different from one day and test from the T20.
Absolutely.
So it will be a great challenge, I would say, but I hope the Pakistan Cricket Board really sincerely thinks about to have more test matches, because this many test matches obviously creates more pressure on their team, because you have to perform back-to-back performances over here, and the combination I guess will be more into pressure.
Certainly. Thank you very much, Syed Mohammad Awais. Thank you very much, Asif Ahmed. Thank you very much, Jabbar, Faisal Saab, for joining us. One thing is for sure, that now the number of matches isn't a question. It's about how Pakistan develops their own culture and strategy to reach the final and play the final in England of the next cycle of the World Test Championship. We take a short break. When we come back, we discuss hockey in detail. Stay tuned.